Hello Toy Collector fans, Universal Toy Collector here and welcome to the channel. Join me today as I get these figures opened and displayed. Alrighty then, so as you can see there are three Masters of the Universe figures that are waiting to be opened and displayed. We have Buzz-Off from the Masters of the Universe Origins line, and then I have two figures from the Masters of the Universe Revelation line, which is Triclops and Spycore. Now Buzz-Off I picked up a while back from Game. He wasn't reduced, which I found a little bit disappointing. He was full price at $18.99, but I thought, you know, I had him as a kid. It was a great figure. I love the colours, so I thought, why not? So I ended up paying full price for him, and yeah, I'm going to be putting him in the display soon. Then we have Spycore. Again, he was a recent pickup and from Game, and he was reduced to under £5. Now, Spycore isn't a figure that I had many ties with as a kid, so I never had him as a figure as a kid, and I didn't think he was a great character. But he's been sat in Game for the longest time. Just sitting there on his Jack Jones. So I thought, do you know what, son? Come on with me. I'll look after you and I'll put you in the display and I'll make you feel wanted. So here he is, and he couldn't be happier with that. Then there's Triclops. Now I didn't spend any money on him. I purchased him from In Demand Toys, and I used the points that I accumulated over a certain amount of time with the amount of money that I spent with In Demand Toys. So not a freebie as such. I did have to spend money to accumulate the points, but it was nice not to have any money come out the account, so I picked him up. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to start off with Buzz-Off. I'm going to open him off camera, and then we'll crack on, get the rest opened, and get them in display. So give us 2 seconds. Okay then, so here is Buzz-Off out of the packaging, and I've got to say, wow, what a fantastic looking figure. The contrast of colours really does make this figure pop. You've got the yellows, then you've got the different shades of brown, then you've got the kind of like lightish blue for his eyes. He just looks absolutely fantastic. I had this figure as a kid. I really liked him then. My opinion hasn't changed. He's still an awesome looking figure, and he will definitely stand out within the in the display. Now the only issue I had with this figure was the fact that I couldn't get his axe into his hand properly. It wouldn't grip properly. He's got these claw-like hands, and it was difficult for me to get it in there and stay secure. Now I've managed to get it in as best I can, but I don't think it's going to be taking too much for that axe to fall out. But as he's going to be on the display for display purposes only, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Now with these figures you get like a little comic, and I've managed not to slice this one open like I had done with previous figures, so I'm fairly happy with that. So you can see Master of the Universe, you've got Jitsu, Stratos and Buzz-Off on the front, and then if you whiz it around, you've got the different figures within the line. So you've got He-Man, Sorceress, Skeletor, Buzz-Off, Stratos and Jitsu. Now I think the only other figure that I will be getting within this line is the Stratos figure. Not saying he's going to be the last one ever, because there are a couple of others that I want to get at some point. But Stratos, he looks absolutely awesome. And yeah, I think he's going to be a fantastic looking figure as well. So there you go. There's Buzz-Off. And yeah, I shall get him in the display shortly. But firstly, let's open up Spycore. So like I said then, up next we have Spycore, and he is now out of the packaging. And again, I've got to say, wow, what a great looking figure this dude is. Now again, the colours look really vibrant. You've got the different shades of purple. You've got the pink around his belt bit there with the black loincloth bit. Then you've got his black boots. It's broken up with a little bit of grey around the wrists and around the neck and the shoulders. And then of course you've got his orange club, and you've got the yellow of his eyes. And I think he looks an absolutely fantastic figure. Now again, I've said before, I never had this figure as a kid, so I got no real attachment to him. But to be honest with you, I'm really glad I have got him now, and he's going to look fantastic in the collection as well. Again, like I said, the colours absolutely awesome. Now he comes with this weapon here, and I think what you do is you take one of the hands off and you just plug this little nub in into his wrist. So I think that's how that works. Like I said, I don't know too much about this character. And then he comes with a spare set of hands, and they are in the fist motion there. So yeah, again, he's going to look absolutely awesome on the display. So really, really pleased that I've got this figure. Righty ho then. So that's Spycore. Let's get Triclops open, see what he's all about, and then let's get all the figures in the display. Last but not least, then we have Triclops out the packaging, and I've got to say I am mightily impressed with this figure. Absolutely awesome looking. Now, as you can see, he comes with his original look, which is how I've got him posed at the moment. But he comes with a spare head, a spare set of hands, and these robes that you can attach to him to give him a whole different look, and I will get into that in a minute. But yeah, as a figure, absolutely incredible. Now, Triclops was one of my favourites as a kid. I did have this figure as a kid in the original 80s versions of Master of the Universe, and I've got him proudly on display within my collection as we speak. So yeah, what can I say? An absolutely awesome looking figure. I really do like him. I think he's going to look absolutely tremendous on the display. Now, my only debate was, do I display him like this, or do I try with the robes? So what I'm going to do is, off screen, I'm going to put him in his different garb, see what he's all about in that, and see what we think. 2 seconds. Okay then, so here is Triclops in his robes, and I've got to say, I really do like this look. Now, I am so torn. Do I keep him like this, or do I revert back to the original look that Triclops had, and then have my display like I've got my Star Wars display, where I have my TVC versions of the original 96 figures displayed exactly the same as the original Kenner Star Wars figures. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that, because I do like this look, and I also like the look of his original outfit. Now, knowing me, at some point I'll probably end up getting another one of these and displaying them in both looks, but I don't really want to do that. So yeah, okay. But I've got to say, overall, really, really impressed with this figure set. Like I say, you can have two looks with Triclops. He looks absolutely fantastic in both. But that's something I'm going to need to decide how I want to display him. Anyhow, so what I'm going to do then is get the three figures up all together, and then I'm going to get them in the display. So again, 2 seconds. So here we have the three figures out of the packaging, and I've got to say, overall thoughts, I'm absolutely delighted that I've got these, and now they're open and I can put them in the display. So you've got Buzz-Off from the Masters of the Universe Origins line, and like I said, wow, what a great looking figure. The colours really pop. Then you've got Spycore, and I've added the little weapon to his hand there, and I've got to say that looks absolutely fantastic, so I will be displaying him as is. I'm really liking that figure, and so glad I ended up picking him up. And then we've got Triclops, again, another absolutely outstanding figure from the Revelations line, and yeah, again, another awesome addition to the collection. So what I'm going to do now is get these three figures on the display, and we'll see the video out. Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Give us 2 seconds. Okay then, so here is my Masters of the Universe Origins collection so far, and as you can see, it's a fairly small collection, but that's okay with me, because that means there is room for growth. And by that I mean that at some point in the future I will be adding to this collection and display. So yeah, look out for that. So what I do have then is Buzz-Off, who has just been recently added. And then Ram Man there, I'm liking him. I think he looks absolutely awesome. Then you've got He-Man and Skeletor. And as you can see, Skeletor is the only bad guy that I have within this display. So I would like to add the likes of Beastman, Merman, Triclops and Trapjaw to this collection. Oh, and of course, Eva-Lynn. So yeah, there's a few more that I want to pick up. Definitely. Man-at-Arms, Teela, Stratos. So yeah, there's a fair few that I want to add to this collection at some point. And there's Castle Grayskull. I got this for my birthday last year. So yeah, really pleased with that. And then there you can see is the Sorceress. Awesome stuff. So moving up, here is my original MOTU display. And I've got to say, really pleased with this. So the majority of these figures were found in my parents' loft. Almost thrown out by my dad. So he decided to look in the box. Informed me, so I took them back, cleaned them up and restored them. So yeah, they're looking awesome. And then the likes of Teela, Trapjaw and Evelyn, I purchased those off Matt from Zero Hunter Toys, so really happy with that. Fisto here was kindly gifted to me by VTR Dave, so really happy with that. And then as you can see, you've got Manny Faces at the back. Now, I did have him as a kid. He was part of the collection that was in the box that was just about to get thrown out. But Adam Berry, the real toy dude, managed to source me the weapon and another Man-at-Arms figure, because the one I had his left arm missing. So all I need to do now is search for the blue wings for Stratos. So yeah, other than that, really pleased. I'm missing a He-Man from the original line, so I need to pick up a He-Man at some point as well. So no doubt I'll be looking out for He-Man. So then up here we have the Revelations line. So yeah, really happy with that. And as you can see, Triclops, I've decided to display this way, but then that was because I had no choice. So the head on the Triclops with the robes would have been too big to fit in here, so I've had to display him like this for the time being, but that's okay. Happy with that. You got Beastman at the back there. I'm not too sure if you can see him. There he is, just in the back there, with Merman. And then you've got Spikor looking absolutely awesome, just in there. So yeah, this Revelation shelf is getting a little bit cramped. I do need to do something with that. I don't know whether to just put Battle Cat away for the time being and have the figures there, because then it gives the figures more space. But I do like Battle Cat. I think he looks absolutely tremendous like that. So yeah, that's it. There's my MOTU display. And what I love about this display, or about these MOTU figures, is the colouring of these figures. They look absolutely vibrant. They really do stand out. They are so colourful, and it's such a fun line to collect. Really awesome. You know, that goes for the Revelation line there, which I'm really enjoying. I think the figures look absolutely fantastic. Then you've got the classics from the 1980s. Again, looking really awesome. How cool do they look? Really happy with those. And then you've got the updated Origins versions as well, which look absolutely tremendous. Yeah, so really happy with my MOTU display. Anyhow, that's enough whiffle waffle from me for this video, so I'm going to close it out. So all I have got left to say is, if you're new to the channel, feel free to comment, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to let you know of more content. And as always, there will be more content. Appreciate you watching. Very much appreciate your support as always. Take care, stay safe, and we shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.